Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a flip through of my intro pages for my 2026 reading journal. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. As I said in my introduction, we're going to be flipping through the intro pages for my 2026 reading journal. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be sharing this reading journal with you all. I feel like in the last few years that I've started using a reading journal, I have really developed a sense of what works for me functionally, balancing that with deco and being able to finally get to a place where I feel like my reading journal is aesthetic, but also serves me as I need it to. And because I've kind of come to that place over the last few years, I feel like this reading journal is like my ultimate reading journal. I am so excited about the setup and I am so excited to use it come 2026. This journal itself is from Archer and Olive. This originally came in an Archer and Olive subscription box. I did not receive that subscription box, but I absolutely loved this notebook and thought that it would work perfectly for a reading journal. I believe it was either at the end of 2024 or early 2025. Archer and Olive ended up having a warehouse sale, and this reading journal was available on its own, not a part of the subscription box during that sale. So I took advantage and ended up purchasing this. I had already put together my 2025 reading journal, but I held on to it because I knew that I was going to use it for 2026. The journal itself is gorgeous. It's A5 size. It has some like embossing on the front, the sides, and the back. I love the color. I think it's so pretty. Here we have my intro and my quote page. I decided that all of my intro pages were going to include these 3 washi tapes down here. The floral washi tape is from According to Allie, as well as this gold foiled spotty dotty washi. And then the thin black and white grid washi is one that I got off of Etsy. I used the 2 and the 6 stamp from a stamp set from Studio Calico. And then the 2026 is from a stamp set from Carrie Bradford Studios. This quote sticker right here, "A reader lives 1,000 lives," is from According to Allie. And then the reading journal sticker is a custom sticker that I had made from My Happy Place stickers. And you're going to see a lot of that shop stickers throughout these pages. Next, we have my to be read section. This is a section that I love having, but I've really struggled with over the last few years. I never seem to leave myself enough room. And so I really hope that I did this year. I do have my washi tapes as well as a to be read custom sticker from My Happy Place stickers along the top. And then this just continues on for, I believe, 14 pages. So again, I'm really hoping that this number of pages takes me through all of 2026. And after we finish that off, we have my Reading Rainbow section to my reading journal, which definitely looks a bit different this year than it has in past years. Again, I'm using these same washi tapes. I have this custom Reading Rainbow sticker from My Happy Place stickers, but I don't have my usual spine stamp from Studio Calico. This year I wanted to switch things up and I ended up finding these numbered box stickers from Scribble Prints Co., I believe is what they're called. And so I have them all laid out here. I am still planning on sticking with having a different color for each month, probably repeating the colors after 6 months. But in order to try to maximize on space, I don't have a key section. I think I know myself and the way that I use my reading journal and my reading rainbow well enough that I don't really need a key section. And so adding in a little bit of deco here and there, I was able to get to 180 books, which I think will be plenty for 2026. After the Reading Rainbow section, we come into the new releases section. I had this in my reading journal for 2025 and really liked it. So I basically did the exact same thing on these pages. I'm using the same washi tapes. I have a custom new releases sticker from my Happy Place stickers. All of the month stickers are from my Happy Place stickers. And I just have a plain box for each month and I'll fill it in as I find new releases. Next, we have a new spread for 2026. This is my series tracker spread. It's very simple. We have a little bit of washi tape. We have my custom series tracker sticker. And then it's basically just made up of boxes for me to put in the name of the series as well as the number of books in the series. And I think what I'm going to do in the number of books section is basically use one of my dot markers to put in a dot for each book. And then I'll check it off as I read that book. Now, I believe there's 17 different series boxes listed here. I'm a little worried that's not enough, I'll be honest. I think I probably should have extended this onto the next page or just not use the washi tape here and extended it down at least because I probably could have gotten another 2 to 3 series down here. We'll see. I could always remove this washi tape if I need to extend this box down, but I'm going to leave it as is for now. Next, we have my A to Z challenge, which I have been doing for the last few years. I'm very casual with my use of this challenge. I don't read books specifically for this challenge, but I always just think it's fun to see if I end up being able to fully fulfill the alphabet. And I wanted to give myself enough room because I feel like I didn't last year and the year before. And so this actually goes over 3 pages. The washi tape is the same we've been using. The A to Z challenge sticker is a custom sticker from my Happy Place stickers. And then the alphabet is actually from Scribble Prints Co. And my thought process was that when I read a book that fulfills one of the letters, that I will actually color this letter in with a marker or a highlighter. I think I'll probably end up doing highlighter. And after the alphabet, we have something new for 2026, which is this book bingo spread. So again, using the same washi tape, using a custom sticker from my Happy Place stickers, but the bingo itself is from Scribble Prints Co. And as you can see, I actually, I don't know how clear it is, but I've outlined the free space in a pink mild liner. And I actually think that color is what I'm going to use to color in the letters on my A to Z challenge because it's just such a pretty tone of pink and I think it matches pretty perfectly with my washi tape. I don't know that I'm going to read books specifically to get bingo, but I thought this would be something cool to try for 2026 and we'll see how it goes. Next, we have my genre challenges, and I'm giggling because I love the way these pages came out, but I did not leave myself room to actually write in the genre for each of these challenges. I have a very generic genre challenge sticker that's a custom sticker from my Happy Place stickers. I have numbers on one side, those are from my Happy Place stickers, as well as these months. But I didn't leave myself room anywhere. Like, I guess I could fit it in over here, write it in over here, but I feel like that kind of ruins the aesthetic. So I might just rock and roll with it as is. I do know that the 6-book challenge is going to be my sci-fi challenge, and the 12-book challenge is going to be my fantasy challenge. And then after that, we have my 26 books in 2026. I was very much debating doing this challenge this year, but I really enjoyed doing it in 2025, and I'd like to do it a couple of more times before the number of books gets a little unreasonable. The way that I have structured this challenge this year has been to be successful at completing it along with my other challenges that I'm doing in 2026. And what I mean by that is you are going to see a lot of sci-fi and fantasy on this challenge. I believe every single book on this challenge is sci-fi or fantasy, and everything is all filled in except for The Will of the Many. I forgot to print out the cover for that, so I will have to. But I wanted to make this make sense with my genre challenge. And so that's why all of these books are sci-fi or fantasy novels. And they're all books that I am incredibly excited about that I actually already have on my shelves or that are going to be new releases in 2026 that I know I'm going to want to read. After my 2026 challenge, we have a new setup for 2026. This is my monthly favorites page. Same washi tape I've been using, monthly favorites, custom sticker from my Happy Place stickers. The month stickers themselves are from my Happy Place stickers. And these little audiobook pictures are from Scribble Prints Co. I thought they were adorable, and I thought this would be a fun way of visually looking at my favorite book that I read each month of the year. So I wanted to include this for 2026. Next, we have more new pages. This is something that I have been wanting to include in my reading journal and just hadn't in 2025 as an oversight, and so wanted to make sure I had room for this in 2026. This is my mid-year recap page as well as my end-of-year recap page. It's going to have the same prompts for each, and it's going to be some basic stuff like number of books read, probably pages. Maybe I might include like my top genre read that part of the year. I might do like a top 3 favorite books. I have ideas, but I don't have anything set in stone concrete for these pages yet. We'll see as we get closer to the halfway through 2026. After that, we have my book bracket. This bracket looks exactly like my bracket from last year. I had switched up the way that I did my bracket last year, and I really like the way that that came out and the way that that served me throughout the year. So I went with the same exact vibe for this one, and I'm very excited about it. And then lastly, we have my statistics page. This is the same look as last year, but I do believe I took out maybe a column or two. One thing I will say is that I wish I would have thought to add a total along the bottom because I think that would really have been helpful for me. I should have just under December had another row that said total, but that's something for me to try to remember for my 2027 reading journal. Again, using the same washi tape, using a custom statistics sticker from my Happy Place stickers, and then everything else in here I hand wrote in. And that is actually it for all of my intro pages for my 2026 reading journal. I'm just so happy with the way that this journal came out. Like, I feel like it is the culmination of everything that I've loved in past reading journals put together along with like my favorite color palette. And it just feels like it's going to be super functional for me, super fun for me to fill out throughout the year. And I cannot wait for 2026 to get here so that I can use this reading journal. If you have any questions or comments about the way that I put this journal together, the products that I used, anything like that, please do not hesitate to put a comment down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.